Interesting shape. I am so far behind on this. This is the powder that Kim Kardashian's makeup artist used on her at the Oscars. It's got a little ball in it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing some new makeup, and I'm also kind of doing a get ready with me because I'm actually going out to an event in a bit. So I thought I would do my makeup and try a whole load of new things, and hopefully they turn out nice because I then have to go and meet a whole load of new people. I guess we will see what happens. If you would like to follow me on this journey, feel free. And I'm not going to chat too much longer, I'm just going to get into it because me being me, as usual, I'm running late. Oh god, I'm sweating already. You know what, I think I might actually start with the eyes today. So if I zoom you all the way in, I'm still breaking out a little bit, like around my jaw. Actually, I've got one up here as well. I don't know what is going on at the moment, but whatever. Before I start anything, I'm going to put on some lip balm, and I've actually got the R.e.m. Beauty collection. This was chapter 3, I believe, and they have the lip oils, the lip liners, and the new lipsticks. I hadn't got around to testing these yet because I haven't filmed like a sort of like new makeup video. I did one before I went on holiday, then I thought it was too soon to post another one. And then the past sort of like 4 or 5 days, I haven't actually been very well. One sec, while I do this, I'm just going to put some eye primer on. This is the Beauty Bay eye base. Yeah, for some reason, I have got no idea sort of like where it came from or what caused it, but on Saturday I had some friends around for a barbecue, and I just suddenly started feeling really dizzy and really sick, as if like the whole room was spinning around me, and like I felt like I was on a boat, like everything was sort of swaying, and that kept coming and going for quite a few hours. And then Sunday I was still feeling quite dizzy and sick, had a banging headache. Monday I had a headache on and off, and it felt like it was sort of developing into a migraine. But the really weird thing was, and I did actually end up speaking to a doctor, the thing that was the most strange is that when I was having all of those sort of like dizziness and sickness symptoms, my arms started going tingly and the tip of my fingertips went numb. And so I felt awful because the whole time that my friends were around for a barbecue, I just kept having to come inside to like have a lie down because I just really wasn't feeling good. And then after they left, my face started twitching, and it was just like, it was a whole load of really odd symptoms mixed together. So I had like an online doctor's appointment, and they said you need to get checked out in person, so I managed to get like a urgent GP appointment. Spoke to the GP, and she reckoned it was something called labyrinthitis, which is where your inner ear is inflamed and that affects your balance and can make you feel sick and dizzy. However, that doesn't explain the sort of like headache symptoms and like the migraine symptoms and the twitching and numbness. But she did do like loads of checks and everything, like check my heart rate, check my blood pressure, like looked in my ears, did some tests of like my eyesight and stuff, and she said that everything seems normal, so hopefully everything is good. But it was a really weird few days, and I've just like for the past few days like slowly been getting better. Anyway, that's where I've been. I'm gonna try the lip balm from the Ariana Grande collection, and I'm so excited because R.e.m. Beauty is finally coming to the UK. Wait, this has got glitter in it. Oh, it smells like a MAC lipstick. Can you see this? It's got like glitter in it. It does feel nice and hydrating, but I don't like how it's got glitter in it because it's like visible chunky glitters. You can't feel the glitter, but you can see it. Feels like a decent lip balm though. I'll try the other lip products at the end. So for my brushes, I got sent this from Morphe, which is apparently their new vegan collection. Brushes, and then they've got this really weird looking sponge. Interesting shape. They have that, and they've also got a powder puff in there as well. So for my brushes in this video, I'm just going to use these Morphe ones because they feel really nice. The eyeshadow palette that I'm using today is this one, which is from Jordana Tisha Cosmetics. It's got this really pretty like gold print on the front, and it's called the Nude Divinity palette, and it's basically just full of nude matte shades in every single color. So I think, you know, every skin tone is going to be able to use this, which is great. So I'm going to try and do something a bit smoky. Let's start with the black, which is called Nova. Oh, that's cute. My brother's got a black cat, which is black and is called Nova. And I will, as I go along, just make sure that I don't accidentally set this crease into place. But yeah, if I'm being completely honest at the moment, I've just been feeling so tired the past few days, and like when I've been waking up in the mornings, I just feel like I need another 5 hours sleep. Even though I haven't been going to bed crazily late, like I've been getting a decent night's sleep, I just feel exhausted. This angled brush is really weird, like the shape of it is really strange. Doesn't quite work for powder eyeshadow because it's giving me like a jagged line. But black eyeshadow's nice. Feeling quite, like, I don't know, lacking in motivation is how I would describe it. And it comes and goes with YouTube. Like, sometimes I have loads of ideas and I'm really excited to film everything. And then other times I just sort of get to a point where I'm like, what can I film? And then I can't really think of any like good video ideas. And I could just obviously upload me testing, I don't know, like one product or a get ready with me, or, you know, something really sort of simple. And obviously a lot of the videos on my channel are very similar in the type of video that I create anyway. I do a lot of sort of testing new makeup videos, but whenever I post something new, I sort of want it to be something that isn't just as boring as a get ready with me. But then today I thought, you know what? I'm going to an event anyway. I need to get myself ready. I may as well sit down and film it while I test some new makeup. This spot is driving me crazy, so I'm going to put a bit of concealer on it. That was the NYX Bear with Me concealer. There is another angled brush in this collection, which is like a really tall one. I've never seen such like a long angled brush. Okay, I guess I'll start with that, and then let's take this little smoky pencil brush, and then I'm gonna dip into the shade Celine, which is this one down here. But yeah, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to try the new R.e.m. Beauty Concealers. They look incredible. I saw the video that Ariana did with them and they look amazing. Like, they've got such good coverage. I'm really hoping that when R.e.m. Beauty does launch in the UK, which is in, I think it's like this week, next week, I'm really hoping that the concealers will be part of that. Okay, this color is way more pigmented than I thought it would be, as in like it's a lot darker. I know this looks crazy right now, but please trust the process. I'm gonna try and trust the process, because doing looks like this hasn't always turned out so good for me. I see other people do it and they do it so well, and then I try it and it just fails. So I'm gonna give it my best shot. I'm then gonna take the shade Titania, which is this one. I mean, so far they are very pigmented and they are blending beautifully. They're very like buttery sort of eyeshadows. Is that even a good way to describe eyeshadow? I'm not even sure it is. I don't think I wanted that shade to be this dark. Oh dear. Okay, yeah, those colours are blending together beautifully. I've just not done the best job of it, but I'll keep going. I'm going to take the shade Luna, which is this one. So I'm just gradually getting lighter and lighter. And I'm going to use this to sort of like blend over the edges of all of that. Blend it out a little bit. I was actually invited to the launch event of this eyeshadow palette with Jordan and Tisha, but I couldn't actually make it because it was in Manchester. And I was seeing some of my school friends on that evening. But the launch event looked sick. And there were so many people there, like so many TikTok people that come up on my For You page all the time. Okay, I'm gonna take that dark brown again. Just a tiny bit on the very outer corner. Kind of wishing that I hadn't attempted a look like this, but it's fine. We'll go with it, we'll go with it. I'm gonna try and brighten up the inner corner. Let's take the shade, no wait, let's take this one, Venus. How are you guys doing? How have you been? I feel like I haven't been filming too much recently, and also that reminds me, if there is anything in particular that you do want to see from me, like any makeup products that you want to see, or just any video ideas in general, let me know. I need a makeup artist to teach me how to do this look properly. Right, I'm just going back in with the black. I mean, that will probably do. Let's take a bit of Aurora. Aurora. Just on the inner part of my eye. This palette is stunning. The shades are beautiful. I haven't probably used it to its full potential, but I really like that. I'll come back to my eyes in a bit, but I'm going to do my skin. So this is the Ciate Dewy Skin Vitamin C Glass Glow Primer. I absolutely love their BB cream, CC cream, dewy skin tint, whatever it's called. It looks like this, but it's just the tinted version. So this is the texture. Doesn't really smell of anything. Oh, it's very slippery. Okay, I know it's called the Glass Glow, whatever it was called, but it feels a lot more oily on the skin. Like when I first squeezed it out, it looked more like a cream. But I actually blend it in, it almost feels oily. Oily skin, you're not gonna like that. Dry skin, yeah. It's very, very glowy and feels very oily. I think for me, it just feels too much. My makeup will probably slide off. I'll just use a lot of setting spray. Then for my foundation, I have the Nabla Skin Realist Beautifying Tinted Balm. I got this on Beauty Bay a long time ago actually. I got the shade Too Light because I'd seen quite a few people comment that the Nabla products are really good, and I'd mentioned a couple of their things before, and people were saying that I needed to try this. Look at that packaging. That's stunning. And apparently this stuff is really good. I'm gonna use it for the first time when I'm going out somewhere. I'm gonna trust you guys on this one. Okay, so it feels medium texture, I would say. Not too thick, but it's also not runny. I'm gonna try this weird Morphe sponge. Which side do I use though? I guess I'll use this one. Could you hear this? Okay, this sponge is very weird. It is actually really soft, but the shape of it just makes it really strange. I guess it's probably supposed to be for like getting really up close, but I'm gonna use one of the brushes instead. I'm gonna use this big sort of like blending buffing brush. This brush isn't as dense as I hoped it would be, but I think if I didn't have a big spot, like scab on my chin, I would probably like this a lot better because it looks very, very skin-like and natural, but it's definitely given me some coverage. Oh God, it's so bright outside. One sec. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. I just closed my curtain a little bit because I think it was just way too overexposed, but can you see it's just giving my skin, well, I mean, probably the primer's given me some glow, but it's very glowy. It's very skin-like. It's not really looking heavy on my skin at all. I like it. So then for my concealer, I have the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I am so far behind on this. People have raved about this concealer for months and I hadn't tried it. I don't know why I hadn't tried it. So I got two shades. I got the shade Light and then I got Vanilla. I think I'm just going to use Light though today, and I'll see how I go with it. So the main thing that puts me off this concealer is that it has a pump. So like you can't really tell how much you're going to need, whereas like when it has a wand and you're putting it under your eyes, you sort of know when to stop. Whereas with this, I don't know. I don't know if I've taken too much. I don't know if I've taken enough because I just literally pumped a bit onto this weird sponge. It does have pretty good coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I think, you know what, I am actually going to use the shade Vanilla, like my blemishes and stuff. Yeah, it's just a bit strange. I guess I'll just have to learn as I go along how much I need for each part of my face. Morphe do some good sponges, but this one is really not my favorite. I think the shape of it is really awkward. At the moment, this glow is way too intense for me, but I think that is the primer. Yeah, that NYX concealer does have pretty good coverage. I do quite like it, but it is very glowy. I mean, obviously it says it's a serum concealer. I think if I used it with a less shiny foundation, it would probably work a bit better because at the moment I feel like it's just creasing like crazy under my eyes. So I'm gonna set them. And for that, my best friend Ellie recently came back from America and she picked me up these from Sephora. This is the One Size Beauty Turn Up the Base Powder Foundation and the One Size Translucent Powder. This in particular, I've heard such good things about. So it was so nice of her to get them from me from Sephora. Thank you, Ellie, if you're watching. You're probably not, but I love you, you know that. And I'm actually gonna go in with the powder foundation. I got the shade Fair 5. Which I'm really hoping is going to be okay. I did try this the other day, just very briefly to test it out, but that was when I didn't have any fake tan on, whereas now I do, so I'm hoping we will be all right. Just pressing that into my under eyes. Oh, you know what? I should use the puff, the little Morphe puff. Oh wow, okay, using the puff makes such a huge difference to the coverage, because I was about to say it doesn't have much coverage, but it definitely does. Although I think, is this shade maybe a tiny bit dark? I was worried if anything that it might be a bit too light when I was like trying to pick my shade on the swatches online. This is the powder that Kim Kardashian's makeup artist used on her at the Oscars. This is too dark, isn't it? No! I'm just going to put it there for now because I have got some cream products for my cheeks. But I will also take a little bit of the translucent powder, which I love the packaging for this, by the way. It has a little lid that you lift up and then the product comes out of this little bit in the middle. Let's take a little bit of the translucent powder and also just put that there for a minute. Oh my god, I've just put it in my eye. Okay, that feels very wrinkly. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. This just looks really creepy, doesn't it? So next up I have the Nars Lagoona Bronzing Cream. I've got the shades Lagoona Original and Lagoona 03. So I guess I'll go for Lagoona Original because that is the shade that I use in their original bronzer. So I'm going to take one of the Morphe brushes and dip into this. Wait, let me see the texture first. Ooh. Oh my god, it's so creamy and smooth. Blends so easily. Get it on my face. This is an interesting brush from the Morphe collection. I'm gonna stamp it on first. Wow. Okay, let's put a bit on my forehead up here. Okay, I don't know whether it's just this brush, but it feels like more than like blending it in, it's just sort of pushing the product around. Even just from tapping it, I feel like it's just pushing it into, like moving it about. I don't think it's actually blending it in. Okay, wait. Let me try my Fenty foundation brush, which I use more often for sort of cream contour and stuff. Okay, that's blending better. Okay, yeah. I think it was just that brush being a little bit too dense and a little bit too sort of like pointed. It was just pushing it about, but oh, I think I really like this. It shears out a lot. Ooh, this brush looks good for nose contour. Oh my gosh, this brush is perfect for nose contour. This Morphe V105 brush, that is the perfect little nose contour brush. These brushes are nice. I didn't really like the bigger version of that one though for my contour, which is interesting. That gets a thumbs up from me. I would definitely keep testing it more. For my blush, I have got these, which are from Roxy's new Revolution collection. These are 2 liquid blushes, and I think I'm gonna take the shade. Do they have the shade names on them? The shades were on the box. This is the shade Sakura, but there's also a sort of bright orange one. Oh, the orange one is really nice. So I think if you mix them both together, that would be my perfect blush shade. Pink one. Okay, the pink one is quite a dolly pink, but I am actually going to go for that one. You know what? I'm going to do 1 dot of the pink one, and then I might add a bit of the orangey one on top. This is a really pretty colour. It kind of reminds me of Happy from Rare Beauty. And it's really pigmented actually. Oh, that is really beautiful. One sec, let me just take my sponge. You can definitely sheer it out, and I just put on like a tiny little dot of each. I like it. God, I should not have powdered my under eyes before I did my blush, because now it's all sort of like mixing together weirdly. I think they're pretty much the same formula as the other Revolution like super dewy blushes. Is that what they're called? I'm gonna have to put one tiny little dot of the orange one. Like literally that much. Okay, yep. Cute, 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 cute. I'm then going to go back in with my One Size Beauty powder and just set everything. I'm going to take the powder foundation for like the center of my face. It looks smooth, but I've got to say the amount that I put on, it does actually feel quite dry. Like my skin feels wrinkly when I smile, which is not really what I was going for. But it's too late now. I think I just put too much on, and obviously because I layered this with the translucent powder as well. Whoa, I've just taken way too much. You know what? I think I need some of the powder foundation on the rest of my skin, just because my eyes and my contour look kind of full glam, but then the rest of my face, like you can see sort of like spots coming through here. Also, why did I wear that outfit that I'm wearing to the event in this video? Because I've just spilt powder all over my skirt. I am making some questionable decisions today. I'm not sure my brain is fully working. Let's see if it can give some more coverage here. Interesting. It doesn't actually give as much coverage as I'd hoped for. I thought it would give similar coverage levels to like the MAC Studio Fix foundation, but actually not giving the coverage that I had hoped. But oh well. Let me just zoom it back in. I'm just gonna take, let's go with this one called Divinity. Take a little bit onto my lower lash line. I love this palette. I think it's stunning. You know what? I don't think I have got a new highlighter. Oh wait, no I do. I'm lying. I have Roxy's highlighter. These are liquid illuminators. They look like this. There's 2 shades. There's Sunlight and Moonlight. I'm going to go for Moonlight, which is the slightly lighter one. And I'm going to go very carefully, a tiny bit on my finger. Then I'm going to dab it onto the back of my hand. Ooh. I'm just putting on the tiniest little amount. Oh, you know what? It feels like it's drying down matte on the back of my hand. Or not matte, because obviously it's a shimmer. But it feels like it's drying down, which is probably a good thing, because I don't want to be really sticky. Because I'm going to be sticky enough on the tube in 28 degrees. It is quite subtle. But actually, you can build it. I've just added a second layer here. Well, it's definitely given me a bit of a glow. I'm thinking maybe I should have gone with the other shade, which is more golden. And I shouldn't have done it after I set my face. Just quickly going to add a little bit of powder bronzer. Bit of powder blush, bit of powder highlighter. For my eyebrows, I have these, which are from Diego Dalla Palma. These are the Brow Studio by Diego Dalla Palma Volumizing Tinted Fiber Brow Setting Gel. There is a clear one, and then there's a tinted one. So I'm going to go with the tinted one. Ooh, okay. Interesting colour. It looks like a very cool brown / blonde. This is what it looks like. I think the colour of this is actually quite similar to my brow colour. It's not giving much tint, but it does look pretty nice. Then I'm going to test this, which is the Revolution Super Dewy Fix Setting Spray. It looks like it's going to be a continuous mister, but it's not. It's just a ch. Oh, hang on, it smells nice. It smells fruity. That has definitely given me a more dewy finish to my makeup, which is quite nice. Just adding a bit more colour to my eyebrows. This is the Bare Minerals Brow Master in the shade Coffee. And then for my mascara, I've seen this everywhere. It is the Rimmel Thrill Seeker mascara. They have Olivia Neal, I think that's her name, right? In the advert, and her eyelashes look incredible. So I picked this up in Superdrug the other day. I got the shade Extreme Black. The brush looks like this. It looks pretty basic, but let's see what it can do. It's quite a dry formula, which I quite like in like a bristly brush mascara, because then it really like grips and sticks to your lashes so you can get a lot of volume. Ooh, it's making my lashes really fluffy. I will obviously go in with a second coat as well. Not really clumping my lashes. Do you see how it's making them look quite fluffy? That's just sort of the best way that I can describe it. They look good. I do really like it. I don't prefer it to the Maybelline Sky High at the moment. I sort of use that as like the benchmark for my mascara preferences, but it is really nice. I've just got to hope and pray that it doesn't smudge on me, and I guess we'll find out when I get back from London. It's definitely given a lot of volume. It's a tiny bit clumpy, but only a little bit actually, and not to the point where I wouldn't wear it. I really like that. I think it's really nice. So finally, I'm going to test the r.e.m. Beauty lip collection, and I'm going to use one of the lip liners first. So there's the lip liners, the lip oils, and I believe these ones are liquid lipsticks. I have got 4 shades of the lip liner, which actually look very similar to the Rare Beauty ones. They're twistable, which is great. I think I'm going to go for this shade, which is called Harmonies. Oh, that's a cute name. There's also these lip oils as well, which look so cool. There's Lavender Kiss, Mint Condition, Raspberry Drip, and Pickin' Petals. I just have to smell the mint one. Does it smell of mint? It does. Oh my god, wait, what? Look at that. It's got a little ball in it. Okay, wait, I want to put this on. Oh, it feels so weird because the ball is like cooling. I kind of love a minty lip product. That is nice. It's not sticky at all. Literally just feels like a nice lip oil. Do they all smell how they are named? Lavender Kiss does kind of smell a bit of lavender, but I'm not really sure I like lavender in my mouth. Raspberry Drip doesn't really smell like raspberries. It smells a tiny bit sweet, but mostly just quite chemically. Mint one smelled really of mint though. And then Pickin' Petals. It has a very slight floral scent, so they are ever so slightly scented. The strongest one is definitely the mint one though. I'm just going to wipe this off though, otherwise my lip liner will be slippering all over the shop. So let's take the lip liner. It kind of matches my natural lip colour. I really like how it's twistable and it feels nice and creamy. Let's see, do they smudge? Not really, they kind of stay there. It does feel like it's sort of like drying down a little bit. It doesn't feel sticky though. Yeah, I quite like that. Then I have the corresponding lipsticks, and oh my god, look at this packaging. It's like the little spaceman's type design, like the original lipsticks, but look how skinny they are. Oh my god, it smells like MAC lipsticks, like vanilla-y. This one is the shade Lingerie. Oh wow, very pigmented. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. They feel so nice. The original lip formulas were more mattifying. These ones definitely feel more creamy. It's like a creamy satiny feeling, but feels really comfortable, smells really nice. You've seen this, it's stunning. I might end up putting it back on, but I do want to test one of the liquid lipsticks. So I'm gonna go for this one, which is the shade Hottie. Oh my god, that sounds so dumb in a British accent. It's like a little mini short applicator, and actually that applicator looks really nice. Oh my gosh, it feels really thin. Really thin. You know what? The recent liquid lipsticks that I've tried have come a long way from how they used to be. It used to sort of like give me the shivers to think about them. And I mean, I used to wear liquid lipsticks all the time. And I don't know how, because they were so drying. But a lot of recent liquid lipsticks that I've tried have felt so much thinner and so much more comfortable. This feels so thin, like it barely feels like you have anything on your lips. Let me just wait for it to dry. I'd probably go for something a little bit lighter, but I do actually really like it. It feels ever so slightly sticky if you do that with your lips. The only bit that came off is like a tiny bit from like the inside of my lips, which I'm guessing didn't dry. But as far as matte liquid lipsticks go, it does actually feel a lot more comfortable than a lot of others that I've tried. I do much prefer these ones though. Maybe I should put a bit of this over the top. Nice. So this is the finished face, how everything turned out. It's very brown, which actually fits because I'm wearing a brown skirt. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I just think I need a little bit more powder though, because I do look a bit shiny. Hello everyone, I'm back from my event in London, and I just wanted to give a little update on my makeup. So I actually have already powdered this once, which was actually, unfortunately, after I had left the event, I went to the toilet and looked in the mirror and my face was so oily and I looked like an oil slick. And the only annoying thing is that because I layered both powders under my under eyes look really sort of wrinkled and cakey when I smile. So my under eyes were like completely matte and dry looking, and then the rest of my face was like an oil slick. And I just met a whole bunch of new people and they probably thought that I didn't know how to do makeup. And so I only powdered again once I'd got to the toilet in the train station, and then even just on my journey home. I'm starting to get oily again and a bit glowy. I mean, this looks really nice at the moment, and to be honest, I will definitely be trying that skin tint again, but not with that super glowy primer underneath it. So that's just what I wanted to give a little update on. And also, I have got this growing mountain on my forehead. But I don't think the mascara smudged. Eyeshadow's still there. Eyeshadow still looks good. And the lip products wore off, but I did have a big fat juicy burger and chips. So that's probably to be expected. So yeah, that's my update. Right, that is me done. I need to go now. I think I've missed my train. I've definitely missed my train. It leaves in 4 minutes. I need to go. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see me test some more makeup, let me know. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe, all of that jazz. I hope you're doing good, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!